The game works quite well, but we can add in something else here. So what we can do is we can add in, we can essentially add in a delay, and that delay will delay uh, the the item from spawning again. So as you can see here, I'm just going to run that again because I don't think it worked here. So what I mean here is, like, for example, we do that and it instantly pops up around here. It instantly pops up. It instantly pops up, instantly pops up. We have to kind of move that over here. Instantly pops up, instantly, kind of pops up again, and I accidentally touched that there. And you can see how this is kind of working here. Now, there's a couple of items you can do here. So first of all, we can add in a simple wait command. Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to actually add in. I'm going to right click and I'm going to add in global variable. I'm going to say wait to respawn drag block. Now, again, going with fantastically named variables, this is a good one. Wait to respawn drag block. I know exactly what it does, and I'm actually going to wait simply 3 seconds. Okay, and why am I doing this here? So first of all, I'm going to add in an action, and it's going to be wait here, and I'm just going to, and you can actually do that here. So we got wait, and I'm going to type in wait to respawn drag block, and you can type in a number here, and this number will be the number here. So I could say 3 seconds, but if I want to change all of these at once, I can simply put it in a variable, right? And I'll just say, there we go. And I can copy and I can paste this in here. I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to go over the logic in just a second here. So I'm going to paste it in here. And I'm also going to paste it right in here. So what it is like, let's say I need to change all of these here. I can just simply do it once. 4, 3, etc. Now, what this means here is that when we collision with the box here, we add one to score, we destroy the blue box, then we wait this amount of seconds, which happens to be 3, and then we respawn it. So let's run that and see how it works here. So we got 1, 2, and so it gives us a little bit of time here, which is actually kind of neat, right? And then you can see that it starts reappearing, and like, oh, you can't do that one. And we have to do this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, and you can see here that it's actually kind of cool. That little bit of a wait is actually quite neat. Okay, so let's hop back into here, and what I'll do is we will actually we can add in another option here, and that every, for example, 10 seconds, we just randomly take out the blocks here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a system, and we're going to say every X seconds. Now I'm just going to leave it at 1, but I'm going to create another global variable because every time I see, for example, every 4 seconds, every kind of number, we can assign a variable to that, and I highly recommend that you do that. So what we'll do is we'll say random respawn time. Okay, and the initial value will be, let's say 10 seconds. Now 10 seconds sounds like a long time, but 15 seconds would probably be better. So we'll go random respawn time, and you can see here that construct 2 actually has a fairly good GUI system where you can see that it is an actual world, and that is a variable here. So what do we need to do here? So we actually have all of the options here, right? And drag, drag, and then drag again. Okay, and all it will do is it will do that here. Now, when you're testing, you don't have to actually do this. We'll actually just do 1 here. And I'm just going to do that here. So every 1 second, it's going to randomize, randomize, randomize. And that's actually really cool, right? And this creates a whole time dynamic. All of the variables and all of the mechanics that I'm adding in here are actually are pretty neat, and they deal with the time. Now, of course we have a long way to go with this, but let's run it and let's just kind of test it out here. We're going to do that here. We're just going to just kind of do this thing here, and then it's going to randomly, there we go. So it just kind of randomly did everything. And yeah, there we go. And if we wanted to, we could actually put in a respawn image or something like that. There we go, perfect. And it just respawns everything. Now what's kind of neat is I'm just going to hold this block for 10 seconds. and see if it randomly redoes that here. And it does here. But if you move your finger around, it comes back to this. So this is actually something that's really cool. So if I'm moving this around and that 10-second thing comes up, nothing really happens, really. And that's actually really good. And the best part about this is that there's a lot of code in the back end that we didn't even have to deal with to make that possible. And that's why I use Construct too. That concludes the tutorial.